Back in the 1980s, I was at one of the many Detroit area and northern suburbs guitar stores that no longer exist now. And I was looking at some equipment that looked like it had been through a couple things. And I was talking to the owner, and he said, oh yeah, a buddy of mine was doing a gig up in Anchor Bay, top of Lake St. Clair in Michigan. And on the main road that's kind of like a highway on the way back, almost all of his gear flew off the back of the truck and onto the freeway. And I bought 4 or 5 pieces, including one of the early Mesa Boogie amps that was missing a transformer and its case and some tubes. And this Gibson Les Paul recording, which was in 3 pieces with wood missing. And he told me the story and said that this had fallen off the truck and the headstock had broken off with wood missing on the road somewhere. And by the time the poor guy picked up all his gear from the gig off the freeway and got home, it was early in the morning, and his woman in his life did not believe him that he had dealt with this and accused him of cheating, and was so angry, she picked up this 11 or 12 pound Les Paul and bashed him over the head so hard with it that the neck broke loose from the top and the body. So it was in 3 pieces with wood missing when I got it. And surprisingly, the back actually looks pretty good considering it flew off onto the freeway. And you have to go in a little tight to see on the neck that when she hit him over the head with it, it had this bad break where I replaced some of the missing wood with epoxy. It's held up for almost 20 something years now. And unbelievable action, plays great, though it looks rough as hell. Same with the neck, a little bit of wood missing, replaced with epoxy. Terrible break. If I had it to do over again, maybe I would try and do one of those deceitful guitar repairs where you cover up if there ever was any damage and make it look brand new. But I figure something this beat up. It's an honest player's grade. It's got some ugly. I'll go over to the other side and see how the rest of it looks. On the top, you can see there part of where the neck and top broke loose from the body. Again, over there, pretty ugly. A little bit of the binding missing. I never tried to fix. But this is just a player, and I love the way it plays and sounds, despite the fact it's almost a boat anchor at, I think, just north of 11 pounds. But first guitar I ever had, it was there was a really decent brand name-ish or Les Paulish sort of thing that cost closer to a few $100 than the thousands such things go for nowadays. And just took me the few $100 and some work to turn it into something where I like the way it plays and sounds. Not a guitar to go gigging with, because it's made for the studio, and it would definitely, that plastic plate in particular, would bust into bits if you tried beating it up. Just for the studio is all it's really much good for. But something I like, and maybe I'll add a little bit of a quick demonstration of how she sounds along with this.